Hey guys, this is Pastor AJ. Hey, I want to thank you for just being available to volunteer the weekend of the 10th. Some of you are on for the 17th for our adult ministries plugged in Sundays. I just wanted to connect with you and explain why we're doing this. Basically, when we kick off our ministry seasons in the fall and in the spring, we often kind of scatter our hub presence with different kiosks with men and women and small groups and seniors and all that, and they're all great. But we kind of wanted to combine forces this fall and try something different. And so, what we're doing is we're asking all of our adult ministries to come together, provide a volunteer team that can be present in the hub, and really to have conversations with people about where they're at. Do they want to get plugged in? What kind of questions they have? And so you've been asked and approached by your ministry head within adult ministries to volunteer. You do represent that specific ministry, but you also represent adult ministries here at Appleton Alliance Church as a whole. And so I just wanted to walk through this morning, what's happening with these ministries. What kind of conversations or questions could come up as you interact with people in the hub. We're laying out the hub where we have coffee and donuts on each side of the hub, inside and outside presence. Discoveryland is doing a petting zoo on the 10th here coming up, and so we'll have a presence there with some of our volunteers to go in and really just connect with the adults. What we're not trying to do is hand out a lot of information. We will have information to hand out to them that will break down what's going on in each ministry, but we don't want that to be the purpose. The purpose for this is to strike up conversations with those that normally go from the Sunday morning sermon to the parking lot. And we want to slow that down. We want to connect with them, have conversations with them, introduce ourselves to them. So that's why we're doing this. We will be giving you guys this handout here. This handout is going to help you connect with people, answer questions on what's coming up with the ministries. I'm going to walk through some of these things and highlight them for you guys this morning. And so we'll start with women's ministry. Women's ministry is kicking off. They do Bible studies. They do an outreach called Mom and Me for moms with young kids. And then they're inspired readers. This information can be found online. Folks can register. Women can register for this online. So that's what's coming up with women. Men, we've got Men's Frat starting October 9th. We're doing a study by Francis Chan, really focusing on the Holy Spirit, the work of the Holy Spirit, defining what the Holy Spirit is for the believer. And so that's really the next thing. We do have our men's retreat on the weekend of the 17th, so we could get some last-minute signups on the 10th here, guys, just to be aware of, but you're really pushing Men's Frat. You're pushing guys to get involved and plugged in. Young adults, we came off a great summer with our Young Adult Alliance PM service. We're going to continue to gather young adults together. If people ask, hey, when's the next Alliance PM? Just say, hey, check the website. We'll update it as best as we can. We do want to communicate that we are passionate about young adults here and we want an environment for them. We're not technically doing the Alliance PM as a service this fall, but we do want to do a study. Actually, a small group's going to be developing for young adults here as well, so you can let people know about that. Support groups. We've got some great support groups. Pastor Mark is overseeing that. Men of Integrity, Divorce Care, Celebrate Recovery, and really the marriage mentoring is a great asset for our people. So if you run into folks in the hub and they have questions about support groups, they can contact Cheryl here or Mark Techmeyer or even myself if there's questions that arise with support groups. Missions will be present, and so if people have questions, definitely we can point them towards Pastor Mark Byram and even Matt Norlander, who's our in-residence mission family here at Appleton Alliance. Our small group ministry will be launching their semester right after Small Group Roots, which is coming up here at the end of the month. The best way you can help people get plugged in is to really send them to our website. We're launching a new small group portal. It's been redone. It's been gutted with a new website here at the church. After the 24th, really, that's going to be live and ready for people to view that, see what kind of groups have openings, what demographics we have available. If people want to get plugged in, have them come to the small group roots coming up. Um, we do have, seniors are coming up. There's a bunch of events that will be taking place with them. Dinner 6 is coming up. And so with Dinner 6, if you don't know what that is, we used to do a thing called Dinner 8, I believe. Dinner 6 is basically the same thing. If you're new and you just want to get to know people, it's not a small group necessarily. It's more of an informal environment where you have dinner 3 or 4 times through a semester with the same couples. You're just getting to know people. Anyone that's interested in Dinner 6 can go immediately to the welcome desk. There's a paper registration for that Karna does. We want to send people there to get the information that they need. So that's kind of a rough overview of what we're trying to do, what we're going to communicate. Like I said, you'll have a bunch of these to hand out to people if they need more information. Also, the Sunday that you've volunteered, we have shirts for you, these awesome neon shirts. They're men and women specific sizes. You will get one. We need them back though, because we will use them throughout the next few years for our adult ministry plugged in weekends. So if you could bring those back after you've done your serving, whether it's a full morning or you're only available to serve for an hour or two, I will have more information for you via email on where we will meet this Sunday morning, the 10th, and where you can drop off your shirts. But like I said, the goal, you guys, is to connect with people that are already kind of they're here, they're attending, their kids are in DL, student ministries, they're in our worship services, but they leave, they don't get connected, and so we just want to build relationships, have conversations. There will be a few locations in the hub where folks can actually go and register for any of these events mentioned. They can go online and register and sign up for men's, women's, small groups, seniors, all of that stuff coming up this weekend. So I want to thank you again for spending the time. I look forward to hanging out with you guys this weekend. So take care and God bless.